Before we get started, I suppose you probably want to know where I've been. So, allow me to enlighten you on my situation. I'm just having a chicken sandwich. You know what they say, if you got the chicken, block it, you know? So anyway, there I was. You know, I was living in the apartment there. You guys saw the pictures. I mean, this is vastly different than what we used to be accustomed to on the videos. You gotta watch that over there. I just knocked it in. The kitchen's real small. You can see I got barely any room to operate here, and that's not gonna get any better, okay? I had to build some furniture, a couple things from Target, you know, but other than that, this is gonna be it. I might do some outdoor cooking, you know, maybe over a fire, maybe a pit. And speaking of that, I just got back from a trout fishing trip with my buddy. I was up there in Missouri. I got a map here to show you. You can zoom in on that. So yeah, we went down the Current River, and that's actually where tonight's recipe is going to come from. It's a jalapeno popper pizza. But anyway, so what happened is I was living in the apartment, and this property, it came up. You know, and you can't turn down a good property. But I'll tell you one thing. You know what? The payment may have gone down, but so do the living conditions. I mean, look at this. I'm in a goddamn shithole. Started remodeling. I totally underestimated the amount of work I had to do. Here I am. It's like a year later, and I'm still working on the damn thing. You know, then I decided, hey, it's time to start the channel up. We got this thing built, and you know, I didn't have a sink for the longest time. I'm here with a bucket washing things. I'm kidding. I was in the shower. But then guess what? Boom! COVID hits me right in the face. Yeah, you know, I was feeling like you know, nobody wanted to be around me. I had the chills. This one night, hell, I thought somebody was out here to kill me. I'm not joking. It was kind of terrifying. Lost my sense of taste. Lost my sense of. I can't even taste anything right now. Shit, no one even knows. It comes and goes. You know, mostly when I'm taking a crap, it'll kick on and I can smell again, you know, but not when I'm cooking. It's really depressing. You know, we had some other things. There was a hurricane. I'm not making this up. And, you know, let's not forget, this is still 2020. Those murder wasps are coming back. I'm telling you, they're coming back. You know, we didn't give enough time in the news. You know, I was telling the guy the other day, I said, if we don't give these murder hornets some more attention, they're coming back. It's almost October, you know. I don't know when I can upload this. I don't have any internet. I'm on a satellite out here. The download speed's like 2. Upload's less than that. I'm telling you, man. I'm going to have to go into town and do this. Probably sit at the public library. Is there even a library anymore? Here it is. That's my story. I had a brush fire. Let's go ahead and get this jalapeno popper pizza kicking and get you guys fed. Okay. Good evening, everyone! Are you hungry? Good! Because tonight, we're having jalapeno popper pizza. I gave you a little intro there to tell you what's going on around the farm. So now let's get you fed. So I guess the first thing that we need to get is our ingredients. I'll just get them out of the old ice box here. What is it that we were going to have ourselves some... Welcome to my new kitchen. You know, this is how big it is. It's a little tight in here, but you know, we'll make it work. You're going to need one cast iron pan and some source of heat. The first thing that we're going to... Okay, you know, what we talked about earlier, it's still hanging around a little bit. All right, you're going to need yourself 1 pound of bacon. Get yourself a dough. Some sort of crust, probably, you know, a pizza crust. They come rolled up like this. I was telling the guy the other day, I said, how do they fit all that pizza in there? You know, it looks like it's so big. You know, it's a thin crust. I guess it's not that hard to do. But anyway, you can see where I'm going with that. Okay, we're going to need a little sharp here. You're going to need a little low-fat, moisture, part-skim mozzarella. I can't really taste the difference. What you're going to need, now this right here is from Little Roman. You know, you can't be saying other people's names on the channel, they'll flag you. But this is the guy that he calls, you know, pizza, you know. So I got some marinara sauce from him. But if you ain't got that, it's okay. You can come over here and you can get this here, the pizza sauce. The first thing you want to do is you want to get your pan heated up. You want to put bacon on a cast iron pan when it's cold. It stops it from curling up. I don't know why, it's science. So let's go ahead and let's open this up. It says easy open, but you know, historically I've had a lot of trouble opening up packages. Oh, there we go. It seems to be working good this time. Let's get this other camera going so you can see my hands working. Well, I bumped it. I don't know if it's going to be on there or not. You might just hear me talking in 2 volumes, you know. But anyway, let's get this opened up. So we're going to want to fry the whole bacon pound here. Oh, hell. We're going to need to mop too when we're done. I got a guy for that. No, I don't. I'm all alone out here. So let's get this bacon going here. We want to get it going in there cold. Let's get that cold. What you want to do is you want to go low and slow. That's what they say when you're cooking bacon, you know. They just want it cold, low, and slow. I don't know why. I don't know. And you know why? I do know why. It stops it from burning. I guess I've been cooking long enough. I should probably tell you why they say what they say. But you know, I'm no expert. Boy, there's bacon blood all over the place here. So on the back side of here, what you can't see is a lock button. You want to go ahead and push that down. And that's going to engage the gasoline. It's not gas, it's some sort of butane. I guess if we get enough of it in here, we'll pass out from... Well, there it goes. Let's just take a good listen there. So we don't want this on high. We talked about that. Let's go on up to minimum. It says I got a max and a minimum. Let's go with minimum so we don't burn the bacon. Now we're going to sit here and talk about this for hours, and you can watch this bacon cook. But with the miracle of camera work, we can make it be done right away. Well, we're still sitting here because I don't have that kind of technology. I got you that time, didn't I? We're going to slowly fry the bacon. It's going to take about 30 minutes. I'm just kidding. It won't take that long. We have some other things to prepare in the meantime. Get your fingers out of there. When it gets hot, it'll burn them. I've learned that from experience. You know what else we need to do is we need to heat up the oven. You know, there's 2 ways to do this dish. You can do it over the fire, which I really wouldn't recommend because it burns it, you know. A buddy of mine just the other day, I was telling him, I said, are you going to cook that over the fire or are you going to put it in an oven? And he's like, I'm going to do it over the fire. We had burnt pizza for dinner. So anyway, what we want to do is we want to come back here to the oven. We're going to hit bake. And you know, since the bottom of the crust is going to be done, I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a minute. We'll just cook the top. So I hear you. Just hang on a minute. This thing's been running me ever since I moved in here. Let's do 350 degrees on the oven. Okay, we're on. All right, so let's talk about some... Oh, our bacon's going. That's great. We're going to need some sort of tool to cook that bacon with. I wouldn't recommend a spatula because you get to flip it and grease gets all over the place. I would go with something like a tong. Maybe a fork. When you're cooking in cast iron, you can't ruin the nonstick if you want to use a fork. You know, I told my buddy, I said, when you cook with a fork and a nonstick and you scratch that shit off of there, you're eating that and you're getting cancer, and then the government's watching you because it's all programmed into their surveillance systems up in the sky. You know, that's the real reason why I moved out here, is because I was afraid all those pigeons out there were watching us. I think they're changing the batteries during the COVID. You know what I'm saying? That stuff's real, man. I'm serious. We want to make sure our heat's not too high, because we don't want to burn this bacon. So, did I hit record on that? I don't remember. I think I did. So let's have this held up here. So we got 2 types of cheese. Now you're going to need your third cheese, the cream cheese. I mean, everybody loves that. We're going to do it kind of like a Dippin' Dot. You guys ever had a Dippin' Dot when you went to the zoo? Boy, I love the zoo. But anyway, so you get that cream cheese and this cheese, and we're going to mix it all together, but I got a twist. Let me show you if I can find it here real quick. Here it is over here. What you want to do is you want to get this garlic powder. We're going to add that to the mix along with some peppers. Anybody see my pepper? I had some friends over the other day and they moved everything around. That's not true. I don't have any friends. Okay, here's the pepper right here. All right, so what we want to do is we want to get a bowl. Has anybody seen? Okay, well, I got several choices for bowls. We could go paper and not do any dishes, and everybody wants to do dishes, or we could use a glass bowl. I think we'll use the glass so you can see down inside it a little bit better with the camera there. So let's grab, this here's a noodle bowl. You guys ever seen one of those? That's in an episode coming up pretty soon. I'm going to make noodles for everyone. Not really. I've never made a noodle in my life. So here, let's hold this right now. Now the garlic powder. Yeah, it's powder. It's not salt. You know what? I could use some garlic salt. Well, hell, we'll just... What is this over here? You got to be careful when you're dealing with the oven. You'll melt stuff on top of the damn thing. One time I had a plate on top of a I got to flip this here real quick. Anyway, the plate exploded. A guy lost his eye. It was a big mess. With that, you know, so you just want to make sure you watch what you put on the oven. Because, you know, even though the bottom's hot and the top might be cool, there's still heat coming out of it. You ever put your hand in the back of the vent back there? You burn the skin right off of it. All right, let's flip this bacon over. Remember, you don't want to cook it too fast. Let's go. Oh, watch watch out, watch out. I don't have an apron because I can't find it. I packed it in one of these boxes, or hell, I might have thrown it away, I don't know. But it's in one of these boxes, and one day I'll get it, and if I don't know if you remember what it said, because I sure don't, I can look at one of those videos, I guess, and remember. But anyway, it's black, and it's got writing on it. So let's add some more bacon. Now, we don't want to throw out this bacon. Boy, it's getting hot in here. Let's turn that fan up real quick. And my nose is running. Let's push this off to the side. I don't know if you can see it there. This is, yeah, you can see it there. Now you could put a cover on the bacon when you're cooking it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just let it do its thing. Just let it cook it out. That sounded like George W. Bush just did. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up. Whoa, boy, let's, we need some sort of, I chew my nails. I got no prying power, and if I do, it rolls it backwards. I'm sure some of you out there have had that problem before. Boy, I'd rather you break my freaking leg than roll my fingernail backwards. You know what I'm saying? This is just a knife. I'm going to pop this open. You want to be careful when you're using sharp utensils around yourself. You can cut your, oh shoot. Okay, let's get that out of there. That's okay. We don't need it anyway. So it's got a tab on it. And of course, like every other time, yeah, let's go ahead and peel that off and leave the paper. Why do they even do that? It's just a big waste of my time. I really think they get a kick out of it. You know, those guys up in the government that are watching this, I think they think that that's funny. But I don't, you know, because every time I do it, I get the pieces and then I get the powder and it's all, I can't, this is the powder, not the salt. I think I might have mentioned that before. So what you're going to want, I'm going to get this over here. We're going to get it out of the way. Okay, let's go ahead and, like I said, you don't, okay, so our middles are cooking a little bit faster. I got a little trick here. Watch this. We're just going to slide that sucker off to the side, but I'm not done. We're going to put in that space a whole other piece of bacon, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I say is if you got the room, put the bacon in it. I've been saying that for years. I don't know why. And so here we go. Let's get our cream cheese. Now I've had this sucker sitting out since 8 o'clock this morning. I hope I don't get sick, but I wanted it to be soft so it's easy to put on the pizza. I'm sure it's fine. Let's just throw that over there. That went right in the trash can. You guys can't see it, but that's okay. So let's get this open. And don't forget about your bacon, okay? So let's see. Yeah, we're going to need, here we go. We're going to need some sriracha. And oh yeah, I got to tell you, I found this Chianti. You guys ever had Chianti? It's great with pizzas and other Italian dishes. This one here is called Rufino. It's from, well, it's from Italy, I guess. You know, it makes sense, but that's what they say. But you know it is, and it's probably made right there at Walmart in Phoenix, Arizona. Let's get a, I got some extra fuel. The damn drawer sticks. It's been sticking since I got it built it. But you gotta jiggle it. That's the whole key. The damn ice cream scoop gets stuck up in there, and you know, I burnt a couple things trying to get this out of there because I was, you know, looking for a utensil, and I had done the dishes, and I put everything away, feeling pretty good about myself. But the next thing you know, what was I looking for? Oh shit! Oh damn it! That was the sugar. Well, that's going to be a mess to pick up. Here comes the bugs. You know what I'm saying? I guess I should have looked for that. That's okay. Let's go ahead and, oh, there it goes. Right when I didn't need it to open, it slid right open. So I was looking for the scissors. Now, geez, that's a big mess. That is, you know, I just topped those off. Shoot, that's burning a little bit. You want to make sure you keep a good eye on your bacon, okay? Let's flip that over just like that. Oh boy. Those are going to be done. It's okay. Oh, let's turn that heat down a little bit. Now you burn your bicep, you know you can separate the men from the boys. You cook some bacon with their shirt off. That'll tell you who's who. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of woman you want, fellas. That's the kind of girl you want who can cook bacon with her shirt off and doesn't even blink an eye. That's who you want right there. So let's get this bacon going here. And you know, you want to be supported by your bacon addiction, okay? Because a lot of people will say, well, bacon's bad for you. You find me one guy that's died from a bacon peanut butter sandwich. So let's have the little drink here. So, oh boy, okay. All right, so what else do we have? All right, we got a good flame now. If we run out of gas, it's fine. I bought like 6 other things there. But hell, I hope I don't get some CO poisoning. Did I mention that earlier? Boy, my head hurts a little bit. Let's go ahead and open this up and let's get this, now you could use the pull tabs, but like I said, they say easy open, but it's not. So let's get this, let's get our fingers in here a little bit. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix together 3 cheeses. We're gonna mix them up, we're gonna add some other things, and then boom, we're on our way. Did I mentioned the sauce. I did, I know I did. You know what, since you guys can't do it, let's not do it. Okay, let's get that, whoa. That's a mess. Let's get the, there we go. Let's get that. I got my phone going off. I'm a big, huge hit here in the Japanese. That's not true. Nobody knows who I am. I think I actually lost a few subscribers while I was dying of COVID. But that's okay. Nobody knows why you're gone, you know. You get that bacon nice and crispy, and then we're going to cut it up. I told this other guy the other day, I said, if you cut the bacon up and it's got a little piece of fat on it, it's going in the oven. So you don't have to worry about it. It's going to get crispy. Now, but you don't want to overdo it, of course, because then you'll burn it. You just want to add this bacon in there. You know, a buddy of mine, he told me, he said, why don't you just throw it all in there and cook it? He was out at another fire station, so that one there, that's for you, buddy. I hope you watch that one. You know, when the first time I saw him do it, I was like, what are you doing? You're not going to cook it correctly. And boom, what would you know? We had perfect bacon whenever he is done. So there's, you know, there's always more than one way to skin a cat. I've never skinned one myself, but I'm sure there's more than one way to do it. Let's take a break. Let's take a break just for a minute. Woo! Maybe we can get some of that. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. Did you know they sell this in cans? They sure do. Woo! Watch that now. Almost broke my good coffee cup. Now what we're going to do with the cream cheese is we're going to make cream cheese balls. Okay, so the cream cheese balls are going to go on there, and when you bite in the pizza, there'll be a little explosion of cheese in your mouth. Everybody loves that, you know. So we're going to get the 2 cheeses in there mixed up with the 3rd cheese, and we're going to put a little seasonings in there, and then we bite into it. There it is. Flavor explosion. But what I want is I'm telling you, man, you got to watch it. That bacon is splatter up and get you. But it's all about the heat control. You got to push this bacon around. You got to get that grease. The bacon is cooking in the grease. And as it gets done, like this here piece real close, you want to keep an eye on that. You can take that little piece of bacon and you can set him on top of his other pieces of bacon so he doesn't burn, you know, the cooked part, and then the fat part's down in the oil. It's good to have a level working surface. Most people here are working on a table like I am. They're working on their stove, and that naturally has a level around the feet. I don't know if you guys know how to do that, but it's going to twist. So let's get this cheese in here. We're going to do, we got one, what is this, a pound? 8 ounces, so a little less than a pound. We're going to get that in there and shake that. Let's just do, there you go. You're watching me work. So let's just do that. I'll put the measurements absolutely nowhere because, you know, that's not how I do things. Even the last time I was like, you just got to watch it and make the decision yourself on how much you need. Some people hate sharp cheddar cheese. This one guy, he told me, he goes, if you ever put sharp cheddar cheese on my frickin' jalapeno popper pizza, he goes, I'll kick your butt. And I told him, I said, but it's what the recipe calls for. And he said, where'd that recipe come from? And I said, I made it up myself. And he said, well, then that's why you can change it. And then we got, well, I don't know what that noise was, but that's okay. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. So let's get the bacon. We got another piece here. See here? Now here's about done. I'm ruining my shirt. It's okay. It was $3 at Walmart. All right. Boy, why is my nose running so... Oh, I'll tell you what it is. It's the jalapenos, but I can't smell them, but it's giving me the effect. Whoa! It's like Oregon over here, or Portland. I don't know where the hell they're at over there. Boy, what a mess, right? Go ahead and make our cheese mixture. So we got the 2 types of cheeses. I told you I don't know the measurements, but let's get some the garlic powder and let's sprinkle it over the top. You know, whatever your preference is. I'll tell you what, though, I can smell... No, I can't. Never mind. That must have been something else. So let's get the pepper here. Let's shake that in. You know, here's a true test if I'm telling you the truth. I can put something in my hand and smell it. It doesn't matter. It went down my throat. It's so completely separate. Couldn't smell a thing. Get some good pepper mixture in there, okay? All right, there we go. Let's shake that off and let's go back to our bacon. This is the main meat of the dish right here. You want to make sure that we're doing a good job. What happened to that drink of mine? Okay, let's go back over on this side. Let's take a little break, shall we? Whoa. Okay. All right, let's get back in it. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need a spoon. Oh God, here we go. We're over here again. Yeah. Maybe I should just leave this drawer open. You know what I'm saying? We keep having so many problems with it. Okay, here we go. You know, you could use your hands if you're some sort of Neanderthal, but I recommend using a spoon because it mixes just the same. Woo! My stomach hurts. We're getting close, you know. You got to be careful with the bacon. I'm going to tell you we're going to use this grease. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but you don't want to throw it out, okay? Whoa, boy. I'm going to tell you, the grease is where it's at. Now this here meal is not for you people on the Atkins or the South Beach diet. It's not going to work. You're going to walk away looking like a freaking walrus because I'll tell you, there's some calories in here. There's probably more than anyone absolutely needs. Okay, So those are looking real good. Okay, this one here is probably getting real close to done. You got to be careful because they'll sneak off to the side underneath the bacon bubbles and you can't see the damn thing. Okay, let's put that back in there. It's not actually done. Let's get this mixed up here. That's why we're trying to stay clean. You know, it's all about a clean environment, a clean kitchen, a clean body. You know what I'm saying? I've seen guys put cayenne pepper in this, specifically that guy I was talking about on the trip. But we're not going to do that because I got a secret ingredient at the end that's going to blow your minds. I'm telling you, it's going to blow it wide open. Oh, look at this. We're in the final throes of this thing here. You know, remember that cast iron? Oh, I need to learn to swallow my spit. You know, you get to talking so much, your spit gathers up in your mouth. You know, your fellow YouTubers, you probably know what I'm talking about. But anyway, you know, and even people that talk a lot, hell, I don't know. So, oh, this one here is almost done too. Boy, that's some pretty looking bacon. You got to be careful with the government these days. Don't come right after you. I've seen it. I've seen him take my, no, they didn't really take him, but he got a parking ticket. But still, I mean, it's very serious stuff. Yeah, he was parked in the wrong spot, and he was in the wrong, but still, they didn't have to talk to him like that. They sure didn't. They could have just said, hey, mister, this and that. Wow, I got burned again. That's okay. Now, you know, so, oh, here's a classic example of what you're going to do. You're going to place that on top of there like that. And that one there's going to, you got it? I'm talking to the other camera. I've got 9 or 10 of them rolling right now. That's not true. But anyway, this is fun. So let's get this flipped over here. Now all the heat's in the center of the cast iron, but it's going to distribute out to the side. So you want to go, oh, watch it there. But still it's hottest in the middle. So it slowly goes around the sides. So that's kind of where I try to, you know, oh, I can't talk. So that's really where I try to keep the bacon at during the final throes of the cook there so that it doesn't burn. Woo! A lot to say. So let's get this shook off here. Okay, boom. There we go. Okay, we're almost there. Now you do have an option. If you want to put on REM, Losing My Religion, during this whole film, it matches up to what I'm saying. It's a cadence, you know, the hand movements and everything like that. I completely understand. I've got a lot to say. I've been off the film now for a couple months. It's been about a year, I think. I don't remember. But I don't even remember what my last video was. Oh, I do. It was terrible. Okay, let's get that around. Now, did you see that I had this mixed up? I was talking my butt off and I forgot to tell you what I was doing over here. Okay, so we're going to take that, and basically it's just a mixture. Okay, it's just a mixture that we're going to just smash. See how you work it there? That's it. Super simple. And if you can't chop jalapeno, then you probably need to go to cooking school, right? Is that why we're here? I don't know. Let's take a break, shall we? We've been talking for a while. Let's give your ears a little break. I don't know if you've seen this Cheetos mac and cheese, but here's a little preview for another video coming up. I'll tell you, it involves the Fritos Flamin' Hot Mac and Cheese. You're going to love it. There's a few other things over here you can't see. It's like a whole nother room over here. Not really, the wall's right here. You can hear me knocking on it. It's a really small kitchen. I forgot to check if there was any pans in the oven. There's not. That's good. Whoa. Oh hell, I killed the gas. Oh, there we go. You gotta be careful there. Just about took an eyebrow off. I look like one of them crazy guys over at the back. Here we can go ahead and do this next part of the pizza because it doesn't really matter what order we do this in because this is a. Let's set that over there. We really need to. Boy, yeah, we got a lot of wind here. Okay, there's a lot of grease too. We don't want to start a grease fire. I got my cotton gloves here. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these before, but it says rise and shine. You know, we don't want to pour grease down the sink. A buddy of mine, he's a plumber. He's out of New Jersey. He told me, don't. Oh, pardon me. We don't need all this grease. Let's see, whoa. There we go. That'll do. We'll say a third of a cup of bacon grease because I don't know how much, you know, we could cook it in here. This is a little cleaner. This one here is going to, you know what, let's just do it. Let's just keep going with what we're going to do. A lot of people don't have 2 pans like I do. You know, I'm in a professional kitchen. Let me show you how we're going to do this. Boy, I hope there's enough time left on that the other camera there. It's not the best one in the world. Okay, this one here's got some arrows. There we go. Let's get that ripped open. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to make ourselves a fried dough crust. I said it, fried dough crust. You know, who would have thought that that's the thing I could do? Now, I'll tell you, if you got a smaller pan, this is going to be a little bit of an issue here, but whew, I really wish it wasn't stretching out like that. It's like a freaking boa constrictor. Well, that's not really true. But anyway, so let's cut off a little bit so that it's, well, it just keeps stretching out, doesn't it? Okay, let's cut that right there, okay? We'll use that in a different dish. This here's what makes it healthy, okay? It's got the jalapenos in it. It's stuck to it, but that's okay. All right, so what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna roll this out, just like this, and just let it do, let the gravity. A famous scientist would have told you that that's gravity. And let's stretch that square out. And here we go, okay. Oh, shoot. And here we go. Okay, it was a little too cold. Okay, you gotta be careful when you're doing the pizza crust and the fat here. You'll burn your freaking hands off. Okay, got a little bit of an air pocket there. All right, nope. Oh, there we go. Bit of an air pocket. That's a problem for somebody else, not for me. Okay, so it's starting to go back down. That's good. So what we want to do is we want to get a good fry in the pizza, and then we're going to take it off there and we're going to decorate the thing. I'll tell you, it's going to be good. Keep an eye on it. Let's take a break. All right. So I got the gas in between min and max right now, so that gives you an idea of where we're at. Oh hell, that's gone. Okay, so it cooks pretty quickly. Oh, okay. So you can see what I got there on the other. Okay, it's sticking a little bit. No problem. Now what we need to do is we need to have a place to decorate this thing. Okay, here I got some pans. Let's, we're running out of time, people. Let's get this plate. That's a plastic. That should work. What are we gonna cook it on? Okay, there we go. That's about right. That'll work. Okay. That'll give us some freedom to move around a little bit and let this sucker cool off, okay? Okay, we're done. You gotta be careful, I'm telling you. You can burn a house down. I went to a call one time. I'm a fireman on the side, but I'm not cooking. I went to a call one time. This lady, she had gone to the bathroom while she was cooking some broccoli beef on the oven. And I'll tell you, the thing caught on fire and she tried to run it outside and it burned her hands. You gotta be careful. We'll just move this back here on top of this other pan and that should give us some time to cool off. Let's take a break real quick and okay, that's off. We'll unlock that. Okay, here, you know what? Let's put on our other cock gloves so that we don't burn ourselves. I call it a cock glove because there's roosters on it, not because I'm some sick, perverted freak. All right, let's get this, or maybe I am. No, okay, no, I'm not. Let's get the pizza down. Let's get this off of here, and we'll put this. We'll put that guy right there. Okay, so there's our pizza. You can see how pretty that sucker is. Okay, you don't care. It's just going down your stomach. You find me one stomach that cares what the food looks like, and I'll tell you, you're a liar. So here's what we need to do. We need a spoon, and holy crap, I gotta get back in that drawer again. Here's a spoon for my coffee this morning. I think it'll work. There's only one person eating this thing. I'll probably give the rest to my pet rooster, Eugene. Ah, he's a good rooster. Okay, let's give that a lick. So let's put the sauce on there. We're gonna go, I don't know if you can see that all right. So let's take this, just not a lot of room. Let's put the sauce on there. You see how I put it in the middle and I go around in circles? That's a classic sauce application technique. Now what we want to do next is we want to, oh hell, I forgot to cut up the bacon. Let's put the lid on here. The sauce is good. It's going to stop that from cooking. The pan's not too hot. Okay, so let's take that. We'll have some wine a little bit later on. Let's get our tools out of the way. We no longer need these. We do need that. This. Okay, let's scoot this off to the side. Now we're going to do 2 layers of jalapenos whenever we're making this. Let's do the first one now to kind of cut down on the mess that's on the cutting board. Now remember, the heat from peppers is not in the smell. It's not in the taste. It's from whatever freaking chemicals are inside this pepper, because I'll tell you, I did a test because I can't taste anything. I put all this stuff in my mouth and boy, that was a huge mistake. Here and in there, you know what I'm saying? I'm pointing back at the bathroom. All right, so let's scoot this over here. Okay, let's take the bacon. What I like to do is crunch it up and then we're just gonna start running our knife over. Just do the rock method. A lot of people will hold the knife like this. That's not how you hold a knife, okay? What you wanna do is you want full control of your knife. You're gonna hold it here at the fingers, come down, we're giving it pressure on top. We're not gonna do the rock back because it's a bacon. It's not gonna work. But you can do this right here, okay? So you can just keep walking it over, just like that. Watch your fingers. I had a buddy, he cut his finger off. That's not true, it was in a winch. It was terrible. I feel bad for the guy. But anyway, let's get this going here. Oh boy, okay, so table's a little rocky. You want to have a good solid surface when you're making cuts, but you know, I'm a professional, so I know what to do. I can compensate for the rock. Okay, let's get this going here. Okay, whew. All right, we're close. Now don't forget, you always want to taste that last piece of bacon, but I'm afraid if I put this in my mouth, I'm going to choke because I'm talking so much. So let's just set that off to the side and we'll have that while it's cooking. Okay, so here we go. Let's get our components. What do we think we should do first? Well, everybody knows that it should be the toppings or whatever ones you want to cook a little bit. We're going to put those on the pizza first, okay? Then we're going to put our cheese down, and then the things that we want to be crispy and crunchy, we're going to put those on top. So here's what we do. Let's take our bacon. Okay, so we're going to have two different layers of things here because, you know, why not? There we go. So let's get that on there. Oh, that's a big piece. I hope I get that one. I will because I'm going to eat the whole thing. A little bit of cheese. You know what? Let's go ahead and put some of this underneath there because that'll be a nice surprise whenever I bite into there. I won't know where they're at because they're hidden underneath the other pieces of cheese. Let's take a little bit in our hand and let's just put them into a ball. You see how I'm doing that there? Now remember, these are full of other cheeses and they're full of garlic powder. So when you get to bite, if you could taste, you would be like, boom, maybe it's full of flavor. But that, you know, I just don't have that. But anyway, so let's go there. You're not going to use the whole block, okay? You're just not going to. Maybe if you had two pizzas, but we don't. We're just making the one. Okay, let's get this here. Now that one there is a little big, so I'm going to know what's coming. We have a roll of 4. It looks like we got about 16 balls on there. Put a little more pepper on there. Looks like we're going to have a lot of ingredients left over, but you know that's okay. You can make an omelet out of this tomorrow. It'll be delicious. All right, so let's get a little more cheese. Okay, we're just going to put that on top just like that. Yeah, you can be as liberal as you want with the cheese. Now, I'm going to tell you I'm going to put a little yellow... No, I'm not. I'm not going to put any more sharp cheddar cheese on there. Go ahead and put a few more toppings on top because, you know, you want that crispy, crunchy bacon every time you look in the oven there to be boiling up. Okay, ooh, you know, some people might put a little more cheese on there. I'm a big bacon guy. I'm not really much of a cheese guy. Let's put that there. Okay. Wow, I got a lot of jalapeno. That's okay. I probably shouldn't have bought 15 jalapeno. Now, you're probably asking yourself, you're probably saying, how long am I going to cook this sucker for? And I'm going to tell you right now, I have no idea. We're going to keep an eye on it, and we're going to see when the cheese starts to brown just a little bit. We're going to pull that sucker out and let it cool off. Okay. There you go. Top rack 350. Let's just take a look under the hood here. We're close. I got a Chianti. It's spelled weird. It's C-H-I-A-N-T-I-A. I don't know why they did it that way. I guess it's how they do it over in Italy. All right, let's open this up. It's a little hard to do. Boy, how would they expect somebody other than me to get the... Okay, all right. Maybe we could use a pair of pliers. You know what? I got an idea. This guy, he told me, he goes, you know what that's for on the back of the scissors? I'm sure you got these. They come apart. It's great for cleaning. You can take them. It turns into a pair of pliers. You grab them right here, and then you turn. Looky there, we're inside already. Now you're going to want to use the Chianti whenever you're having yourself any sort of pasta or having any sort of pizza, okay? It's a good mixture. It's got some good tones. I'm telling you, it's got... hell, I keep trying to smell it. It's a habit. I've been doing it for years. Let's see. It tastes like tap water. That's fine, though. It's fine. It's fine. I know it's there. It's up in my head what it should taste like, okay? I won't quit talking about it. Let's take a peek here. Holy hell, you guys are going to be impressed by this one. You know, I'm sure you were laughing at this point that there was no way that that pizza could turn out good. Boy, I got a surprise for you. You know what we should do is we should get ourselves a pizza cutter anymore. I used to have one of those ones that they'd use at the, you know, the professional places where they went across like this and you can cut it into the triangles. I don't have that anymore. So what we're going to use, we'll just use a knife. I'll show you guys how to do that. If you don't know how to use a knife by this point, you probably shouldn't be in the kitchen. Okay, let's see what we got here. You know, I keep opening, and every time you do that, you lose all your heat. You don't want to keep opening the oven. That's why there's a light and a window in there. I think we're done, okay? I'm looking at this. I'm looking at a pizza that somebody would love to eat. Okay, let's get ourselves, you know what, let's just put our other glove down here. You don't want to burn your table. This is made out of plastic, okay? Look at that. Boy, I'll tell you what, I can cook a pizza or two. Get our bowl out of the way. You know what we might do is make some dip with that. We can mix it all together and dip some crackers in there. We can get rid of this sad looking piece of crust, you know what I'm saying? Okay, that's recorded. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. You don't want to cut it at an angle. A guy of mine, he told me because you cut it at an angle, you get a bigger slice. And I'm like, how are you going to hold that and eat it? It's got no crust integrity. Now, I'll tell you, a good pizza is one that can hold up flat. Okay, you hold the damn thing up and it sticks out and you could eat it like this. You could be a bender, you could be a folder, or a flat eater. I'll tell you what. That's not this kind of pizza, okay? That's a professional pizza place that you're going to go up to in New York or Chicago. Those guys have been cooking pizza since the dawn of time, but I haven't. Okay, I just haven't. Now, a lot of guys, what they'll do is, even though it's in the middle, they'll scoot off to the side of the cheese. I'm telling you, it's not the right thing to do. Okay, just you find the middle, you cut it down, you see it's a little juicy, okay? But you want to let your pizza rest. With anything that you do, you want to let your pizza rest. Oh, boy. You know what we're going to do with this particular pizza? We're going to do it in squares. We're going to do 4 squares. Now, on the deep dish pizza is where you're going to be using a fork. And I'd say this, if I was to guess, by the size of this thing, I'd say it's a mid-sized pizza. So you can use whatever you want. You can fold it or you can use a fork. It's too hot to eat with your hands right now. Here's the final step. Remember how I told you earlier there was going to be a surprise? We're going to put that right there, okay? And here's the surprise. It's not too much of a surprise. It's been sitting here on the counter the whole time. Nobody even told you, okay? It's a sriracha. We're going to take it. We're going to go from corner to corner. Oh, boy. Everyone loves the sriracha. And there you go. You got... Oh. There you go. That's what it looked like before I slid it off. It was all pretty. You guys saw it before I did it, didn't you? But there you go. You got yourself a bacon jalapeno popper pizza with sriracha. It's delicious. Let's take a bite. Boy, I'm telling you what, if I could taste that, I bet you it's really good. It's crunchy. The bacon's done. I'm telling you, it's got to be good because it's all my favorite ingredients. You got the cheese, the bread, the sauce. You've got the bacon and the jalapenos. I love all those things, so it's got to be good. Thanks for watching Firehouse Cooking, and you know, if you want, send me some questions, and I'll definitely answer them for you. Okay, let's eat. All right.